Well, to the crisis in Canada right now, is Justin Trudeau about to resign? A group of Liberals coming together demanding the resignation of their Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau. David Clayton is watching all of this drama unfolding right now. We thought over the past couple of weeks, David, that the pressure campaign was mounting. I didn't realize it would come to this from the Liberal side demanding his resignation. You're watching this moment by moment. What is the very latest on this?
Well, Clayton, we just discovered today that this letter that has been circulating now for 2 weeks has been signed by at least 25 Liberal MPs. The numbers were as high as 50, we were estimating, but it's worse than just 25 MPs. These are the number of MPs who are willing to sign a letter demanding that Justin Trudeau step down immediately as leader of the Liberal Party and Prime Minister of Canada. They want a replacement. Now, if there's 25 people willing to sign this letter, and there are probably a lot more in the caucus who agree with it, but are just not willing to sign because they fear there might be consequences if they do so. But this letter has been out there now for 2 weeks. Justin Trudeau has been ignoring this issue for the last 2 weeks. He's been traveling. The House was on break last week. Every time Trudeau talks about anything, he says he doesn't deal with politics anymore. He's above politics. He's there to govern and to find solutions for Canadians. Well, apparently this is no longer really washing with the Liberal caucus. And there was a poll released just yesterday saying that the majority of people in Liberal ridings want their MP to go to Justin Trudeau at the caucus meeting today and demand he resign. So that's what the caucus meeting today was all about. It was all about telling Justin Trudeau to his face that it's time to resign. It's not just presenting him with a letter, but it's telling him to his face he must go.
What is the justification for them asking for his resignation? Do they lay out a laundry list of grievances? I mean, I've got my own laundry list, but I don't know if it looks the same as theirs.
Well, I don't think it's the same list that the Conservative Party of Canada would be offering, or Pierre Poilievre, its leader, would be offering. But they're simply saying that the Prime Minister is very weak on ideas. He really doesn't have much to offer, except he talks about a different school, he talks about pharmacare and dental care. He's got nothing else to offer. He has no vision beyond the next couple of months. And last week, he did the astounding thing of going in front of this foreign interference inquiry and suggesting that every Conservative MP should be subject to suspicion for being in the power of a foreign government. It was very bizarre. It sounded like Joe McCarthy waving around a list of suspected communists. His behavior has been so erratic and so increasingly narcissistic that Liberal MPs are saying it's not just that we are going to lose the next election, but secondly, we might be the third party. We might not even be the official opposition because Trudeau's doing so badly. He's 20 points behind in the polls. That, of course, is the prime motivator for these MPs to say it's time to go. But Liberal MPs, of course, it comes down to self-interest, doesn't it, in politics? And it seems to be something that affects every politician. Am I going to win my seat again in the next election if this guy is the leader of my party? And a lot of Liberal MPs are saying, I'm going to lose. And I might even come in third if I run again with Justin Trudeau as leader. So what does it come down to? Well, yeah, he's weak on policy, but Liberals are saying he's weak as a personality. He's weak as a leader. Canadians are beginning to really loathe and despise this man, and that's going to rub off on my political career. That's what these people are saying, and that's really what the bottom of this is.
You know, I always want to try to go deeper on this. It feels like something fishy here at play. Like they know something. They've got some dirt on Justin Trudeau. They know something, like the other shoe is going to drop on this guy. What sort of dirty things he's been involved with, whether it's Chinese influence in Canada, whether it's the green money slush fund handing out to his friends, like is the other shoe about to drop there, and they're trying to get out in front of this. That's what it smells like to me, David. But that's just me speculating.
I don't think you're wrong, Clayton, because there's so much scandal underneath this man. And as you said, the Green Slush Fund is enormous. We're talking hundreds of millions of dollars that were given to friends of the Liberal Party, friends of Justin Trudeau, indirectly or directly. Now, is he going to walk away from this scandal like he's walked away from others? Or is it all accumulating? Is there an attenuation here of so much dirt that it's just so enormous he can no longer escape from it? And are there issues from his past that are going to come back to haunt him? We know he had some difficulty as a college teacher. We know he was a drama teacher and there were issues at the school. We know there are issues in his past, not just the blackface, but his whole life has been spent on the verge of scandal, of stepping into the big one. And I hear a lot of Liberal MPs saying, we just need to do it now. So I would say your instincts, Clayton, as a journalist, and you've been in this business a long time, and you know how politicians think. And yeah, are they smelling blood? That it's time to get rid of this man because he's just become that much of a burden on the party and on their political careers? Absolutely. I think there's more here than just these people are not just tired of Justin Trudeau. They're not just looking at him and saying we can't win with Justin Trudeau, but this could be an enormous scandal on the horizon that we might not even have the full breadth and depth of at this time.
I also see a lot of similarities, not just the scandal side, but I see a lot of similarities to what happened in the United States with the coup that happened in the Democratic Party, where you had a number of high-profile Democratic senators and members of Congress and liberals coming out, signing a letter basically asking Joe Biden to step down after they put him out there for that CNN debate, which they knew was going to lead to his dismissal. They knew that he wouldn't perform well against Trump in that debate on purpose. And then you had all of these individuals signing a letter asking for Chuck Schumer, Nancy Pelosi, these other individuals coming forward. I see a lot of similarities here. And then, of course, he steps aside, allows Kamala Harris to ride in without any nominating process at all, become the de facto candidate and nominee. Do you see something similar? Is there somebody else waiting in the wings to take over for Trudeau if this happens, this coup unfolds?
Well, there is somebody waiting in the wings. It's Mark Carney, the former governor of the Bank of England and the Bank of Canada, working for the United Nations, very deep with the WEF. This is another prime globalist who's very close to Justin Trudeau. Trudeau actually brought Mark Carney in as an advisor, not to the government, but to the Liberal Party. So he's there already. He's unelected. He's sitting waiting to take over. And Trudeau, I think, thought he was safer inside the tent. You know, the old Lyndon Johnson analogy about people outside and inside the tent. I think Justin Trudeau thought he was safer inside the tent. Apparently, maybe not. But the thing is, Justin Trudeau cannot be kicked out by his caucus. They changed the rules since Justin Trudeau's been leader of the party. So even if every last MP says we want Justin Trudeau out, that won't get him out. But what will get Justin Trudeau out? The same thing that got Joe Biden out. When the money dries up, when the party donors say it's time to go, Justin, because we don't think you're a good bet anymore. We don't feel like you're winnable. We don't feel like you're going to be a safe bet for the political future. That's when people like Justin Trudeau and Joe Biden start listening. When the money fails, the money dries up, and the donors begin to leave. The true power brokers of politics, as you know so well, are not the cabinet ministers. They're certainly not the grassroots in the Liberal Party. It's the donors. And that includes people in the military industrial establishment in this country that want that war in Ukraine to keep going and that want other wars to keep going. And they don't think Justin Trudeau has the moxie or the personality or the power to pull this off much any longer. And that's who is pulling the strings here.
When the money dries up, that's when Trudeau will hit the bricks. We'll see if Carney takes over. You heard it here first. We're going to be watching this unfolding over the next few weeks as all of this drama unfolds up there in Canada. You can read David Creighton's great writings over at the Post Millennial. He also has the YouTube channel Creighton's Right. Follow him on X as well. David, great to see you as always. Thanks for keeping them honest up there in Canada.
Thank you, Clayton, and we'll see you again.
If you suffer from daily pain, I need you to listen to this message very carefully. What we know about pain relief is changing forever. As we age, aches and pains are normal, and we're all searching for effective ways to relieve pain without side effects and addiction. Let's be frank, we've all seen the horrors of the opioid crisis. You may even be affected personally. Your family might know someone that has been affected by this. That's where a pioneering medical scientist comes in, Clint Winters. You may have seen the world-renowned health expert featured in the national media. He's unveiled a natural pain reliever that has taken the world by storm. And I'm talking about Canoladine, the 100% drug-free way to get full-body pain relief without dangerous pills. As you read this right now, Canoladine has become the go-to pain reliever for over 1 million Americans, hundreds of professional athletes. It was even named as the UFC's #1 official pain reliever for the UFC. Right now, you guys can try it. Go to trycano.com/redacted, and you're going to get it for less than $1 per day. You can access the only Canoladine product in the world for less than $1 per day. Clint has provided this special link for you guys. You can guys get this special discount. Just go to trycano.com/redacted. I see a bunch of people in the chat who've already ordered this. Give it a shot. If you suffer from chronic pain, you don't want to have that addiction from drugs, try kano.com/redacted, the 100% drug-free Canoladine. Try it for less than $1 a day.